Welcome back to Lefty's Workshop. Today we have a fun project that should take me down memory lane. That's really stupid. Now that I said it, and I was thinking about it, and it sounds really dumb. We're going to restore a socket set. So, let me explain to you the what. So, my grandfather had something that looked very similar to this as a child, and it made a very profound effect on me. I remember the sparkly blue paint. I do remember it having white lettering here, but it appears to have worn off over the ages. This goes back to the time when the Connecticut River Valley was a manufacturing hub that made all sorts of stuff. And, I have a connection to there. I went to university in Connecticut, and they made cars in Connecticut. They made airplane engines in Connecticut. And other things. And socket sets. This is a bit mid, as the kids say nowadays. The sockets actually aren't in that bad a shape. You can still see the name, Billings, 1 inch. The chrome's not bad. We'll see if they polish up. I'm missing a few of them, admittedly. But this was cheap. This was like, stop drinking a double-double for 2 weeks, and then you have the money to buy this cheap. And then I found each of these sockets is like, $3-4 on eBay. So I found a few of them and I ordered them. But it's not, the socket set itself is not in bad shape. I did order a copy chrome kit that we're going to try and see if we can particularly fix up the ratchet, which is very not chrome anymore. See it peeling there. And then this needs probably to have a part made. But it's all there. It all works. And I've found most of the pieces that I don't have. This seems to be in very good shape. Extensions in good shape. The box. The box is... Somebody got mad at it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it is not straight. If you put a straight edge on it, you see a very dip. The hinge is kind of busted. It's gonna need a lot of love, which I am more than willing to give it. I've already used my skills and made a sticker for it. It's just a test one. So it's going to get painted. It's going to get cleaned up. All the dents will be removed. We might use a little bit of bog and fill in some of the smaller dents. But that is the plan, is to have basically, the grandfather's style socket set. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's a few days later. We've got some presents in the mail. You will see that we now have a full set of sockets in the socket set. Thanks to this guy. He's a eBayer. Oopa's Toolbox. I'm not sponsored by him, but Dale in West Virginia got me every socket that I needed. So I was very happy about that. We also got in the mail this thing here, which is called Caswell's Copy Chrome. I've never used it. Again, not sponsored, but we're going to use that to fix up the lack of chrome on the ratchet wrench. No idea if that's going to work. And then I also made stickers. This was for another Billings box that I have. This is going to be the one for this one. This is one that's from about the late 40s, early 50s. So we're going to use that one. I also made a little logo for the channel. All right, so the first step in restoring this is really cleaning everything. So I found that to clean the sockets really well, I've been using this stuff. This is brush cleaner. It doesn't, I can't imagine it has any ill effects on it. And it just really breaks down all the gunk and goo. So you just fill a glass, because I have found that this stuff does destroy plastic containers, which means it's probably going to destroy me and give me cancer and make me die, but you know, might as well die happy. So you just take this and drop all the stuff. I don't want to get it out of my hands. I want to use the shitty. And so just drop everything into the cleaner. And I waited about 8 hours last time, so just fit as much as we can in there and see what happens. So this is the ratchet. We got to take it apart. I will adjust the elephant in the room. Yes, I am a Hurricanes fan. No, that doesn't make any sense living in the Great White North. And I'm not going to explain to you why I am. But go Hurricanes. As you can see, the chrome is really crappy on this. I did some research online, and these were made in the early 50s during when the United States was in the Korean War. And this is called war chrome or war plating. They also had it on cars. A lot of anything that was really chromed in the United States from about 1951 to 53, I think, really just had crappy chrome because they needed stuff to fight the commies, I guess. I really don't know. So, according to the kit, the first thing I need to do is get all this down and bring it all down to the nickel, which I'm going to do while wearing a respirator because I don't want to breathe in chrome and die. We're going to take it apart. Somebody peened over the nuts here. It's a little bit pain in the butt. You can see this is just, I don't know. I got to figure that out. But we're going to take it apart and figure it out. All right, we got it apart. Screws came out, so you're about to see it for the first time. I am. It's actually quite warm. Actually, wait a second. This is a stall wheelie. One that I replaced. This is actually better. Would it fit? Oh my god. It fits. Oh my. That can't be possible. How could a 50-year-old German thing fit in an American thing? Now that's a little well then. I mean, that's worn. And I doubt I'm going to be able to get replacement parts for that. So that's an option. You can see here, this is built sort of like, the only other people that I've seen do this is Proto. American manufacturer from, I believe, California. So it's this, you can see, it's unlike like a pawl, like other sockets, like I'll show you. So this is I guess you would call a normal socket. It's a German Stahlrille. This is how most sockets are built. How, at least today. I make no claims to know about how things have been built forever. So the German, you see, is a pawl there. You switch it, and it kind of moves. Whereas this is these, I don't even know what you call them, these two like lever things that sort of, kind of works, which is different. Let's not get everything mixed up. Let's put the stall really back together before I put parts. Alright, so we're just going to take this apart. Pretty simple. Little springs we don't want to lose. I believe I don't know how that works, but we're going to find out. I think this little, looks like a C-clip. Where'd my knife go? It's almost like it's jammed underneath there. I don't know how I'm going to get this thing fixed. We might just, you guys might not see this part. I just might buy a whole nother wrench off of eBay. They're only like $10. Oh, yeah, there it is. Little bugger's off. Alright, now I believe, I guess I'm wrong. Let this not make that. Come on, it's like teamed over. I think this has been modified by a guy. Alright, we're gonna have to do something. Yeah. Now you be saying to yourself, Lefty, why are you so keen to get that apart? I actually don't know why I was so keen to get that apart. Oh, there's a little flat spot on it. I see. I was planning on making this again. I thought it was just a pin, but it's a whole heat-treated special kind of metal that I can't make, so we're going to have to figure something out. But the important part is here that we got all of this apart. It is now just down to the casting. So the next part is cleaning, which I'm going to do in the paintbrush cleaner stuff. And then the tedious task of removing all of this delightful old chrome. Hey, wish me luck.